scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and this is video number 2 in the 5x7 Zoe collection mini album using the Creations Short Stack book with craft pages from Close to My Heart. You can find the items that are being used for this project over on my blog, scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, or over on our Facebook page, which is also Scrap and Stamp Creations. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with a couple little pieces first. I was looking for, I need to find a tissue first. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with putting our book together in the way that we need to do. So we have our front cover and our pages. So our first page is going to be a full page. Our second page, we're going to go ahead, so this is page 1 and 2. This page we're going to fold over and adhere in order to create a pocket. Okay, and we're going to add a little bit of glue. To create our pocket here. That's where our tag goes. So just going to go ahead and give that a few seconds to hold there. Then we've got page 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Page 9, we're going to go ahead and fold over. I need to know how much we're folding over. We are folding over 2 inches. So what we're going to do is go ahead and mark the 2-inch mark here. So that gives us a 2-inch fold piece there. And we're going to go ahead and create a pocket there. So this is on page 9. Oh, I'm going to post a Christmas card swap sign up tomorrow too, you guys, over on my blog. So that's page 9. The back is page 10, 11, 12 and 13, 14 and 15, 16, 17. On the page 18, we are also cutting over 1 3/4 inches. All right. And we're creating a pocket there. So that is all the folding in the book we're doing. Now, we cut our pieces at 7 inches. A lot of these actually, for the pieces that are 7 inches across, we are going to lose about 3/8 of an inch on the 7-inch side because of our wire pieces. So I just want you to be aware of that as we're putting things in, that we will be cutting down things about 3/8 of an inch, especially if they're at a 7-inch mark. I cut them at 7 inches so that people didn't have to buy the book in order to create an album, and the pieces would go straight across without having to finagle. It just makes the template more user-friendly, and it's easier to adjust on this piece than it is on a complete 5x7. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do a couple of fun things. Let's go ahead and do our front cover. I am going to trying to decide if I want to ink everything or if I want to leave it all nice and plain. I think and our cover here is much longer than the piece. I'm going to show you how to fix that here. So it kind of goes all the way across. Actually, we're going to fishtail the end here. Then it's not going to matter. So I want to do, yeah, I'm going to use the houndstooth side to this. We're going to go ahead and do that. Our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our coral shimmer trim. And we're going to go ahead and fishtail the edge of this. Go right down the middle here. Now, out of your stash, you can find a doily, or you can cut one out with any of the Cricut cartridges. I happen to have some paper doilies from Michaels that are in my stash, so I'm going to use a doily. So these are what are these? These are about 4.5-inch doilies. 4.5-inch. Okay. And the other thing that we're going to need out of our stamp sets, I am going to use the stamp set that I always use because I've got the pieces already cut out. Where's my stamp set? I'm telling you. Let's see. We're going to use the Perfect Petals, or the Pretty Petals, I think. Pretty Petals stamp set. And I've already got the cuts cut. We're going to use one of the biggest flowers. And one of the and then from our stamp of the month for this month that ends in August, I am going to use the this piece here. So we need one of those and that stamp. And these are cut with the Cricut, as I do with most of our stamp or things. When I go to use them, I run a whole page on either White Daisy or Colonial White cardstock, so that I don't have to worry about, I can just grab and go. So I'm going to go ahead and use slate for this stamp piece. Oh yeah, there you go. A cupcake wrapper in place of the doily. That would be cute. So we're going to go ahead and stamp. This will be our sentiment piece. And then our flower, we're going to go ahead and do in you know, I'm going to use the new saffron color and sorbet. Don't I do that? Oh, you know what? Let's do the poppy and the sorbet. That's what we'll do, poppy and sorbet for our next one. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and put that back on that stamp sheet. Need a little bigger block. So I'm going to do the rock and roll technique with this. First, I'm going to clean up the edges of this flower. I really have to change that that cutting edge for that. Okay, and our rock and roll technique is just going to allow us to ink the edges of our petals just a little darker. Oh, this is going to be pretty. And then we need our little dot, our little center. And we're going to go ahead and do that with the poppy as well. Oh, that's cool. I'm liking that. And we have our center here. All right. Go ahead and put that away. And then we need a sentiment for our inside our our tag here. So let's look and see what's in the stamp set. Will fun fit in there? It will. We're going to go ahead and use the stamp Fun from the Zoe collection stamp set, Workshop on the Go. And I think what we'll do is we'll do that same technique. Only this one we're going to do more of an ombre look. So we're going to ink up in Sunset. No. Sunset or Sorbet? Nope, it's Sorbet, not Sunset. Wrong color. We're going to ink up in Sorbet. And then we're going to just ombre it up with our brand new poppy color. And you'll get to see that better when we put it up on, when I get a picture for you guys to see. All right. Go ahead and put these back so I don't stick my stuff in them. We're back to our front cover piece here. The only other thing that we need is we need to look in our scraps. And I'm going to grab I have an oval punch. And I think this is a Stampin' Up! Oval punch. I need a scrap of green cardstock from our pile of extras here. So we can make some leaves. And I'm going to go ahead and cut three leaves. This is the large oval punch from Stampin' Up! Then what we're going to do in order to make our leaves is we're going to go ahead and fold these in half. And we're just going to take our scissors, nip them up. Okay, we open them back up and we have some dimensional leaves. Okay, our little flower here, I'm going to go ahead and take my bone folder and just curl the edges there. And then I'm going to take the back of my pokey tool, kind of give it a round cup kind of shape. It's just going to give some dimension to our flower on the front. Okay, just makes it cuppy. Okay, So we're going to go ahead and take some dimensional adhesive. We're going to build our flower here. All right, we're going to put some dimensional adhesive on the back of our little frame here with our sentiment. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put this right across the edge here, starting at the edge and heading straight out, or what appears to be semi-straight out. I'm going to go ahead and put our doily here, and I'm just doing the center so that the parts will stay up. I'm going to go ahead and put our flower on with some dimensionals. I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive to the back of our leaves. And tuck them under. Okay. And then you can go in with a glitter pen and add glitter to the inside. You can also add some embossing powder, that kind of stuff. But anyway, so this is the front cover of the book. All right. All right. Ready to move on to page 1. All right. So page 1 is pretty simple. It's only 2 pages. And again, we're going to need to pretty much you take it right to the edge of the holes here. We are going to lose 3/8 of an inch. So we're going to go ahead and cut all of our 7-inch pieces that we have are going to cut down 3/8 of an inch. So that they easily fit into our book here. So this one goes here in the middle. All right, and I'm going to do a piece of our scrap paper. Let's see. 1/2 inch by, let's see, I think I'd like, let's see what we've got here. I think we're going to use this sorbet. Oh, let's see. All right. Oh, because I want to put the gold in there, or the shimmer trim in there. So I need a 1/2 inch. We're going to go ahead and use that piece. I'm going to go ahead and add our trim. We're going to go ahead and add our glitter, our shimmer trim here. And we'll come back and put all of our little complements and stuff in, all the little pieces after we get all the pages done. So right now we're just kind of build our page. I know I stamped and embellished the front cover, but we normally kind of wait and do that at the very end, and everybody's kind of tired and kind of does their own thing at that point. So page 1, that's where our pieces go. Move on to page 2. Again, this one is 3/8 too long. And we're going to go ahead and center this here. And then our now where I am putting this shimmer trim, you guys can use cardstock if you wanted. I just thought it blings it up a lot. And again, we're just building our pages. We'll come back and do the embellishments, just so everybody sees how the basic embellishments go. And then we have 2 little and a big piece. Okay, so there is that piece. Now we have our pocket piece here, and these are pretty much exactly the same. may want to go back and put the white in just because I think it's going to make a difference, especially on these pieces here. So this gets centered in the bottom, and then we can put a little loopy piece to put our tag in. But again, we're just building the bases like we do when we do scrapbook layouts. We just build our pages, and then we go back and add all of our stamping and gluing and all of that kind of stuff, all our little embellishments. And then our little tag. I'm looking for my corner rounder here. There it is. Well, it slips right in. We'll come back and, like I said, embellish. So that's 2, 3, 4, page 5, these are page 6 and 7. We need to cut off 3/8. Okay. So there's our basic page set up for page 5. On to page 6. All right, I'm missing a few things here. These both need to cut down 3/4 or 3/8. 3/8. I'm thinking I may have missed some cuts or something because I'm missing. They should have tags these colors, and I should have like lots of them. Yep. I didn't put all of the ones that I needed in. Well, that's a blast. You guys are also going to need 2 by 4 1/4, and you need 5 of those for page, or you need 6 total for pages 6 and 7. For the little tags. All right. So you need to add a few pieces here. This gets flush across the top and the side. And we want to go ahead and take our either liquid glue or something really super thin, because these are 1/4 inch little pieces that go here on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and one. There's 1, and here's 2. All right. All right. I'm going to grab some white daisy cardstock here out of our collection. And I'm going to put some photo mats into these little tags here. So I'm going to cut 4 by 1 3/4. No. Yep, 4 4 by 1 3/4, and I need 6 of them. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's extra. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and find my corner rounder. I'm going to round all of the corners of tops of these to make the little tags. Are you guys still watching? And the tops of these glacier pieces. All right. I'm going to go ahead and tear the bottoms of all the white ones. Did you get Harrison flashed? Honey? Huh? Did Harrison get flashed? No. Okay. We probably need to do that before too much later because he's going to be getting up so early. He's going to probably want to crash soon. All right. Now I'm just going to basically tack these in because when we come back and embellish, I may want to do a few things. I'll probably want some of the thick twine to go through the tops to make them kind of tack, to make the tag. So I'm not really adding a whole lot of adhesive until we come back through. So we're just really tacking these down just a little right now. So this is page 6 and 7. Page 8. Oh, this one, well, we'll just cut it off. Again, these are the ones that you have to cut down when using this little book. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put page 9. This piece tucks right in here, and we can do the brown or the green, just tucks right in. More of a mat that can come out. And then this piece is right over the top here. And I'm going to go ahead and lay some shimmer trim right down the center here. I may come back with a bow or something. That one was easy. So that was page 9. Again, just slips in the pocket. The back side, page 10, we just have a nice big photo mat. Just like so. Page 11 has all these little pieces. All right. And again, these would fit clean across a 5x7 page, but because we are using this book, we're going to have to cut down the last one. by 3/8 of an inch. And this little piece goes right over the top, tying them all together. And then we have our little nameplate piece that goes right here. Okay. So that is page 11. We're on to page 12. And 13. Let's see, 12, 13. All right. So what happens with these is we're going to put this down here along the side on the 5-inch side. We're going to lay down a piece of our and then the flip side, which is why we needed 2 sides. And I'm going to go ahead and just center this. Actually, we probably should move these two over a little, but you know, this will be fine. I'm going to go ahead and start with centering this one first on this corner piece over here. Okay. Butt this up against there. And then here we go. So we have 12 and 13, and of course we'll put some more pieces in when we get some stuff done. 14 and 15, so these are a little more fun. That's this one. All right. So on page 14, this piece comes in just a little from this side. These 3 pieces all get a tail. Okay. With some distressing, the tone on tone you wouldn't see as much. Okay, this piece comes in just a bit on that side. Goes across there. This gets kind of cut off. I'm going to want some squares here, and I think these are 2x2s. Yeah, so I want to go ahead and cut those really quick. I'm going to cut a piece for that one too. I'm trying to think of what size that is though. What was this size? 4¼ Okay. So these are page 14 and 15. So page 16. So this is where I need to take off 3/8 and then 1/4. I think we'll flip this one over and do this way. Yep. And then 1/4. Okay, and let's see. I'm using the zip strip, and instead of going outward, I'm going inward with it here. Across the top there. All right. I have Post-it notes falling all over me. Ooh. And this here is page 16. Page 17 is 2 pieces. Hi, Sophie. And that's page 17. And again, I know they're really plain, but what's happening is we're just building the bottom. The sticky notes got in my way. Page 18. And this one slides in this way. I'm going to go ahead and trim this down just a ½ inch and flip over the piece. So we just have the tag that tucks in the pocket here. Okay, so that's page 18. Page 19. I'm going to go ahead and cut a ½ inch off this side as well. This is page 19, and then we just have our back page, page 20 left to get our bases done. Then we can go back and embellish. So I have to cut 3/8 and quarter and 3/8 and a quarter because we're working in this book. All right. Thinking I might have to cut these down too. Let's cut these down 1/2 inch here because, of course, we're working in this book. We lose 3/8. He seemed to have a pretty good day. You know, I don't expect to hear anything totally until really Wednesday. Just because they're really kind of crazy. However, our teachers union is being a big pain in the butt right now, and so there's a good possibility that Friday they'll strike again, which basically will have been lots of fun, I'm sure. All right, so that's page 20. All right. So going through our book, here's our front cover, which we finished so that somebody could see it. Let's clean up a little space here. All right, so here is page 1. Now remember, none of these are embellished yet. We still have all the little complements. We have decoration stuff. We've got shimmer trim. We have our little pieces here to make flowers with. We got all kinds of stuff to play with to put these in. So we're right now just doing kind of the walkthrough of getting the pages built. So page 1, page 2, page 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I may want to come back and play with this one a little. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 with the pocket, 19, 20. Okay? So I'm ready to start embellishing. I think I'm going to go ahead and break the video again, and then we'll go back and do all of the embellishing. All right? So you can find all the cutting guides for this project and supplies, a supply list over on my blog, scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, or on my Facebook page, Scrap and Stamp Creations. Look for part 3 of this video.